right, Sam, we got to check on what's playing out in the crypto market. And by the color of the board now, we see it's deep red again with profit taking. The bears seem to be taking control at these prices. Looking at the charts, I did check the charts earlier, and it seems Bitcoin might be forming some kind of double bottom. That's on the 1 day charts there, hitting this level again. That's for the second time. Let's see if it breaks below that. But it's down 3.35%. That's for Bitcoin. Ethereum, that's down a big 5.52%. Deep red with profit taking we're seeing right there from investors. Solana is also down 5.78%. BNB, not as bad, but still down 4.08%. Let's look at the sentiment in the market now. How investors feeling, generally in the market, looking at the fear greed index, and according to CoinMarketCap, it's neutral at 47 points. So investors don't know whether to be bullish or bearish at this point. They're standing right there smack in the middle. Let's look at the top cryptocurrencies that we track. We see the likes of Bitcoin there, down big 5%. That's for the cryptocurrency market, mixing it up there. Okay, Ethereum, 3.75% down. Cardano has lost the $1 level, 6.54% down. We're seeing most of these cryptocurrencies after hitting the highs. Once Bitcoin sneezes, we see the altcoins there dropping big like hot potatoes. $2.43. That's for XRP, 2.08% down. All right, let's get a check on what's playing out now with the charts. Element Dambo, financial market analyst. Hello, Element. Great to have you.
Oh, hey, Lottie. Thank you for having me as always.
Yeah, it's been a while. Last time I saw you, I think last year, 2024. Great to have you again. And we're seeing the dollar, the DXY, that's rallying a lot. 110 points. We can see it's trading about 110 points. The average used to be, less than 105. There was a struggle at some point about 103 points. What's playing out there? Why is the dollar so bullish?
Yeah, we're just seeing like a reaction to the latest non-farm payroll numbers, which came out, of course, last week. It was expected to come in, I believe, at like 165,000. It came in 100,000 on top of this. So we are seeing markets essentially reacting, or the dollar reacting to a stronger labor market. So yeah, that is the majority of what is happening. And of course, a week ahead of Trump coming into office, we have quite a lot of economic data from the US, from inflation numbers coming out this Wednesday. And of course, we also have retail sales numbers. So the dollar essentially is just reacting to a better performing economy, a better than expected performing economy. Of course, the Federal Reserve, we're hoping to have multiple rate cuts in 2025, but their position is potentially going to change if the economy continues to outperform expectations, because of course it will impact inflation. I think that's what we're seeing impacting the dollar.
This run, continue with the dollar. Is this is 2025 the year of the dollar?
I think you could say so to a degree, but I think what we will see in the next few weeks, probably even starting this week, is a bit of a retracement. So you could see the dollar, just speaking shorter term, begin to fall back down towards, let's say, 108, 106. But in general, a lot of people are optimistic of the incoming administration. Of course, Donald Trump, you have Elon Musk there as well. You have a lot of tech guys, VCs from Silicon Valley as well, having high prominent roles in this new administration. So a lot of people are bullish US, but what I would say is a strong dollar isn't necessarily good for the US economy. So for it to be the year of the dollar isn't necessarily on the agenda, because of course that could impact global trade, and so ultimately a weaker dollar would be in the best interest of the incoming administration.
I'm looking at the markets now. We're seeing Bitcoin, that's down big, touching lows. That was from a couple of weeks ago. Is it time to short everything else, against the dollar?
I wouldn't say so necessarily, and I think if you just look at it from the perspective of relative strength, so Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a lot of cryptos in the last week, Ethereum is down 16%, Bitcoin close down to 10%. A lot of these currencies are close to being oversold. On the other hand, you have the dollar, which is overbought. So again, I think it's just a matter of timing when we do have that change of direction, where we do see the bulls re-enter crypto and see it as an opportune time to buy due to the low volumes currently in the market. And then you see, of course, a retracement of the dollar as well. So I wouldn't say it's of course, to be honest, we've just recently seen Bitcoin fall below its recent support level, just above 91,000, and now it does look like it could be headed even below 90k, potentially 86, which is the next floor. But in the longer term, it does look like it is positioning itself for a greater rally.
And looking at Ethereum, at this point, do you think that's also oversold on all time frames? What's it looking like on the charts?
Yeah, absolutely. With ETH, it's currently tracking at 34 on the RSI. Of course, we all know generally with the relative strength index, below 30 is oversold, above 70 is overbought. So 34 is the lowest point. Just looking at the charts, is traded pretty much since September, August. So you're looking at the RSI trading or tracking at a level which we haven't seen in multiple months. So you are essentially having a lot of longer term bulls licking their lips, just anticipating the opportune time to buy. And again, similar to Bitcoin, we've just recently seen ETH. It hasn't fully broken that floor of 3K, but is just on the cusp of breaking out of that 3K floor. And if it does, I wouldn't be surprised if you see bulls begin to then start buying at that level. So you could see more of a false breakout.
All right, so if we, zoom out, the charts now, where are you seeing Bitcoin going, this month of January, and the first quarter of 2025?
Oh, good question. I think for me personally, I've been looking at, let's say, this first quarter heading into March. Potentially, I could see Bitcoin. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Bitcoin trading at around $115,000. It would not surprise me if we see Bitcoin at 115K come March. In terms of Ethereum, I think it really needs. I think a lot of ETH traders have been looking at Ethereum and comparing it to Bitcoin and saying it hasn't been having the same amount of gains as Bitcoin. Ethereum has pretty much stayed just under 4K for the last year. So I think you're hoping for it to truly break out of that 4K ceiling, potentially going more to 4,200, 4,500. So I think those could be the targets for Q1 for Bitcoin and ETH. From my perspective, I'd say 115 for Bitcoin and probably 4,500 for ETH.
All right, definitely so much to look out for in this first quarter. We'll see if Bitcoin continues 2025 with the bullish sentiment we're seeing so far, but it's profit taking right now. Thank you so much, Element Dambo, a financial market analyst. Thank you.
No worries. Pleasure as always. Thank you.
All right, so I guess right about now, investors will be keeping an eye on the dollar, at this point. What's it going to play out to be in this first quarter? We know there's that inverse relationship between the dollar and some of these other risk assets. We'll keep tracking all of that right here for you. Thank you so much for watching today. I'm Ladi Williams from me and the team right here at Channels HQ. It's bye for now.